Hi guys, Kathy here with Acrylic Pouring Madness. I didn't like what I just did, so I wiped all that off and I'm just gonna do it again. So I'm just doing a flip cup. I'm using Master's Touch titanium white. My pouring medium is 70% Elmers Glue All, 30% water. And my ratio is pretty thick. It's probably about 1.5 pouring medium to 1 part paint. The other one I just did, I didn't like how thin the mix was, so I thickened it up a little. See if I get better results. They weren't horrible results, I just wanted different results. I put 2 drops of treadmill silicone, spot on, in my turquoise and brown. And I'm using Montmartre paints for my black. What am I doing? For my black, brown, and turquoise. I think this is just raw umber. Last time I did not put the black in. It just didn't really have too much depth to it. So I think by adding that black, it will help that out. Don't want to overpower it though either. Put this brown next to the black, which probably makes no sense whatsoever. But I want to end on my white. I've been a little sick the last 3 or 4 days with some sort of bug, cold, upper respiratory. Pretty sure I have a sinus infection. But I guess you don't really know at this point. It's only been 4 days. I do want to tell you all that I experimented with Amazon's basics, you know, all-purpose glue. And that is a no-no. It is a very, I call it a soapy glue, that it just bubbles up, and so many bubbles in the paint mixture, and you can torch a zillion times and more bubbles come up. So it was kind of a pain in the wazoo. So now I have 2 gallons of that paint. Because I'm like, oh man, I should just get it. But that's okay. What's glue got to do with it? All right. So I apologize for my coughs and sniffles. All right, let's get these going. It's like, where's the blue? Where's the turquoise? It's under there, I'm sure. So people have asked why I do that, and it's just because I know I have enough paint on there that's just going to help it all move off. So if something happens in this section here, at least I'll have this much space to like try to keep that. That's why I do that. Everyone has their own method. That is just mine. But if you don't use enough paint, then you're kind of screwed. All right, I'm gonna first tilt it off this end, and then I'm gonna come back in and torch. Don't really want to lose that cell there because it's cool looking. I may have used too much black. We'll see though. We shall see. Turn it around that way. Okay, get this out. Every time I make my paint a little bit thicker, the mix, I always end up getting caterpillars. So I see that little white one there. And he's on this end, so maybe he'll stay. Amazing how the blue has just basically gone away. So I'm hoping when I stretch it that it'll come up. I do see some in there wanting to come up. I mean, you gotta have a little bit of blue in there. This is definitely gonna be a keeper. I can tell. I love the different cells that are coming out. Use my hand to catch some of this paint down here. Okay. I'll bring this back to the center. Just a little bit here. Stretch it a little bit just to coax some more cells out. I'm not loving that corner down there, so I'm going to tilt more of it off. Okay. That's better. All right. And this corner, I'm just going to do that. I'm going to torch it again. I don't want to torch it too much though, because I like the flow of this one.